What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all doing good and staying super blessed. I'm gonna pull out here and get some light, but look, y'all, in today's video I'm gonna go over the pros and some of the cons of my new suspension setup in my 2023 WRX. There are some great things, really great things I should say, about this whole system. Okay, then there's some not so great things, but let me tell you, there are more pros than there are cons with this new setup. So for everybody that is new to the channel or hasn't been following the previous videos, this is for the REVEL GT coilovers, REVEL GT Touring coilovers, and yeah, that's what we're going to be going over today. I'm going to show you guys under the hood, you know, the dampening adjustments, I have them at, and everything like that. We're going to do a little bit of a POV drive, so see if you guys can see how it either bounces around, doesn't bounce around, how it stays planted, how it stays solid, how it doesn't stay solid. Basically, it's going to be a pretty in-depth review. Okay, I'm also going to throw up specs here within the video. I'm going to show you guys on the REVEL, you know, USA website, the coilovers, where you can get them, where I got them, etc. But look, before we start all that, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you do enjoy this video, please give it a like, leave a comment. You guys, much love, major blessings. This is Skylyfe Projects. Let's get this video started. Here we go. All right, y'all, you can hear me. We're gonna start on this test drive here. I'll leave the windows down a little bit with the air blasting because it's very hot in AC. We're looking at 105 degrees right now, and it's 7:16 p.m. currently. So yes, it's very hot. It is kind of humid as well, but I want you guys to just pay attention, see if how the car reacts. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. It's very, very planted, so say, on turns, on cornering, things like that. I'm turn the air down a little bit here. Here we go. As I was saying, it's very planted. It doesn't have really a lot of body roll at all that I'm able to tell yet. And I wish I would have, you know, last time filmed the video when I was up in the canyons visiting my father, but well, I forgot the camera, so that didn't help any. Any event, let's go over these speed bumps. You guys can see how it reacts here. You do still want to go at an angle like so. Okay, you want to go still at an angle, right? The car is pretty low, so kind of hit it like that, and then it just really has a lot of control. Okay, now on big dips, you guys, like on big dips where there's an indent or something in the road that is not leveled with the surface, that is at times when the car does take more of a hit in the rear as opposed to the front. It might be because of the settings I'm at, which in the front is 15 out of the 32-way dampening adjustment on this coilover, and then in the rear is 12 out of 32. But honestly, 3 clicks should not make that big of a difference. Keep that in mind if you guys do want to purchase these. The rear is definitely, in my opinion, not as solid planted as the front, and that's what I've noticed with this setup. There is also Cusco rear control arms, so rear LCAs by Cusco. There is front end links. Obviously they're included in the package with REVEL. I showed you guys that in previous videos. So let me just get out of here, traffic real quick. But yes, I mean, just right here, it just hugs. It really, put these windows up real quick. It really just hugs the corners, it hugs the turns. It just feels proper. It is night and day, in my opinion. I don't know what others say compared to the stock setup. I mean, yes, it is going to be a little bit of bumpier ride, for sure. But in return, I mean, you're getting just solid feedback from the steering wheel all around. It just feels like a whole different vehicle. I mean, I would honestly compare, I know I might get hate in this in the comments, but coilovers to, you know, an M3 G80 or even the F80, you know, one of those two. And honestly, they're just so good. I really am impressed with what REVEL has done with this setup, but there is still room for improvement. All right, so as I was saying, there is still room for improvement in the rear. It might be different, you guys, for all different setups. I'm not saying everybody's is the same, right? But at least for mine, what I've noticed is the rear does need a little bit of improvement. You see over that bump right there. But for the money I paid for these, obviously, shout out to New Provisions Racing, you know, one of my sponsors, for giving me this discount. And honestly, if you guys are interested, I'm sure I can speak to Nick over at New Provisions Racing, and he can put together a package deal for you to where you can save some money using Skylyfe projects. Okay, you would just have to mention the channel, mention you're subscribed to the channel, you watch the videos, etc. And I'm sure, positive and sure, that Nick will hook you guys up. Now, I'm just going to drive here a little bit more. Check out this incline right here. Put the window down a little bit. You guys can hear the nice turbo and exhaust sounds from the WRX. But look at that. It glides right over it. I mean, honestly, it feels really good. Little bump right there. A little bit right there. It is an uneven road right now, so going over an uneven surface, as you guys can see the road. But all in all, I really cannot complain on this setup. And what I'm going to do is right now, you guys, I'm going to pause the video. I am going to honestly go back home. I'm going to grab my tablet and I'm going to show you guys all the specs and everything on these coilovers, you know, the features they offer, what's included in the package, etc. So I'm going to do all of that, and then I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Much love and blessings. Alright, y'all, I had to bring this inside, but see how it says right here, REVEL Touring Sport Damper 2022 to basically the 2024 Subaru WRX. Here's what they look like. There's some pics. Part numbers right there. I'm on my tablet here. And basically, like I was saying, you guys, it's a 32-way adjustable REVEL Touring Sports Damper. is the ideal solution for the most comfortable ride in a coilover kit, while achieving extremely low ride height and utilizing the perfect balance of dampening forces and spring rates. So it goes down to here. It's a pillow ball upper mount system. Pillow ball upper mounts give the driver greater driving feedback when compared to OEM rubber upper mounts. You guys can pause and read the rest right there. It does have radial bearings. They're included on kits with McPherson type struts. These radial bearings isolate spring movement from the coilover assembly, thus eliminating more noise that is typically associated with aftermarket coilover systems. So again, you can pause right there and read it. They do come with, like I said in previous videos, the coilover covers. This is basically for, salt, more sodium driven environments that are on the roads, kind of like, a lot of rain oriented states, cities, etc., snow, things like that, ice conditions, etc. Maybe where there's like a lot of dirt around, which I am in AZ, but I'm not really near a lot of dirt, so not sure if I will use these. Maybe in the future I might. I don't know. Goes on to say the perfect balance. You guys can pause right there. They are a monotube damper, large piston valves, and oil capacity allows for a faster reacting dampening force and efficiency through all temperature ranges. High strength and rigidity brackets ensure the driver has the utmost confidence for all driving types. So if you guys are interested in the coilover setup I have, you can check them out at revelusa.com. So there's that basically in a nutshell. They are very good coilovers. You guys, honestly, there's a lot of different adjustments. Like I've said in the video, they are at a 15 out of 32. Oh, by the way, there's the price. 15 out of 32 on the front for dampening adjustment and a 12 out of 32 in the rear. So yep, that's what I'm set at right now. It gives it a very solid driver's feedback when it wants to, but it's also comfortable around the town, around the city, canyon carving, etc. I do recommend, obviously, a little more aggressive, okay, if you're going on the track. But we're not doing that right now. There's just really, an everyday driver, comfortable for my kids, comfortable for my lady, comfortable for myself, and a little bit of canyon carving. So, all right, sorry hitting the camera there. I'll be back to you guys just a moment. One. All right, I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. Okay, there is a big speed bump up here, and I wanted to show you how it goes over it. All right, it's coming up here. Trying to get this on film the best way I can. If you guys can see that right up there, not this one but the other one. Okay, so I'm going to go to the side and then watch. Front, rear. There we go. The shocks are so freaking solid, but they're planted at the same time. It's really hard to explain. You would have to be in the vehicle to feel it, but here we go. Here's this one. This is a bigger one, and then it comes down right here. So there's that. Now we're gonna go back over it one more time, and then give me a second. Let me back up. Okay, watch the front now. See if I can get, it's getting dark out, so I'm trying to hurry this up. Right here, okay. I'm at a park, by the way. Right here. So here we go. Up to the side, and then down again, just like that. And since it's a pillow mount system, it really is showing its effort right there, especially on these big bumps right here. So you go like this, over it, and there we go. I do recommend if you're pretty low like I am, going at an angle over speed bumps and dips especially, you don't want to obviously bottom out your suspension, your new coilover setup, right? So I do recommend doing that, but maybe we'll get some more driving when I have more light. But for now, you guys, give me one moment, I'll be right back. Alright y'all, so here we are. What did you guys think? You saw how the car glided over the speed bumps. You saw how it was going through its turns, its paces. It's really hard to get on camera. The whole point was to see how the car bounces around. Does it bounce around a lot? Does it stay planted? Do the radial bearings, the pillow ball mount solution actually work for these coilovers, or is it just a gimmick? And I'm here to tell you that it is not a gimmick. I am a proud owner of these coilovers. I think they are amazing, especially for the price. Even at that, what is it, $1447 on Revel's website. Well, I got them a lot cheaper than that. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about the pricing for these coilovers, please reach out to Nick at Provisions Racing, and he will get you hooked up with a specific package that meets your needs. You don't have to copy exactly what I did, but I'm telling you, this package does work with the coilovers and with the Cusco LCAs. It is just beautiful when they are both tied together. And honestly, in the front, I really do feel like those end links, the sway bar end links, really do make a difference, and I have no complaints really about the front at all. I don't know if it's where I'm set at, 15 out of 32 or what, but I feel a lot more control and feedback in the front for sure compared to the rear. I'm not going to say the rear is sloppy, nor does it slide around, but you can definitely feel, the imperfections, so say, in the road that you are traveling on, right? That is the best way of putting it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the camera around here. Let me just bring it over here. And you guys have seen under the hood many times, but what I want to focus on is, see if I can get a little closer, is right here. It's a little hot right now because I've been driving, but counterclockwise you can mess with the dampening, and then on this side too, counterclockwise, clockwise, you can mess with the damping. One more time for people that maybe skip through the video, the front is at a 15 to 32 adjustable, and then the rear is at a 12 out of 32. There is 32 levels of adjustment for this coilover setup. It is absolutely crazy, and you can really just tailor it to your needs. You can use it for track. Probably recommend going like maybe a 7 out of 32 in the front and maybe a 6 or a 5 even in the rear to obviously go around the solum, cornering, etc. But yeah, let me bring it back over here, just one moment. But all right, you guys, that's honestly gonna do it for this video. I'm definitely running out of light here, but I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up button for me. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys honestly think about these coilovers compared to the competition, right? Compared to Fortunato, compared to KW. Do you need to actually spend that extra money, those monies, to get the suspension setup you want, the ideal suspension system you want? That's really what it comes down to. In my opinion, I don't need it for that. I honestly think these coilovers are gonna last the lifetime of this car. I don't see myself switching them out. Again, I think Revel has been a great company. I've used them on previous projects as well, from carbon fiber to suspension components. You know, there's just a whole list line of products that Revel makes, and honestly, I think they knocked it out of the park for these coilovers. I mean, you guys, let me just show you again what the car looks like here. Let me step out of the lens. Yeah, like, honestly, let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting I have now, but I still have about maybe 1/4 of the inch clearance in the front, and then I would say maybe about the, yeah, I'd say about the same, I mean, excuse me, 1/4 inch in the rear, and then it's probably the same, about 1/4 inch left in the front. I think the car looks amazing. I can't wait, yes, to get these in carbon fiber. Okay, right here, side fenders, you know, whatever you call this, the plastic cladding, we're gonna turn that to carbon fiber for sure, to obviously match the rest. One more thing I wanted to point out to you guys, I know a lot of people really love this spoiler. However, I hope I don't get a lot of hate for this, but I might be changing to the Noble swan neck planted spoiler that comes up to about right here, and it's kind of like it flips out to about right down to here. It really looks cool. Let me show you guys a couple photos of that right here. Okay, you can compare the two side to side and see what you think, but honestly, it does look really good, this one by JD Muscle, but the problem is it's not bolted down, right? So when there's a lot of rainstorms and a lot of debris getting under here, this 3M tape, it just honestly comes up, and I gotta retape, I gotta resurface, I gotta re-prep, and honestly, I have not done that in a video, but this has been done twice now, and I'm kind of tired of doing it at this point. We'll see what comes down the line. Let me bring the camera back out here. All right. But yeah, that's gonna do it, you guys. Much love, major blessings. This is Skylyfe Projects. Until next time, until next video, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. There is more coming up for this project. Hopefully soon, you guys, there'll be another project announcement that I can add to the channel. This is Skylyfe Projects, not Skylyfe Project, right? So whatever my paychecks, whatever my income, I should say, allows me to do, then we will do that here on Skylyfe Projects. I love you guys. I appreciate all your support. Until next time, let's go.